If you're a man between 30 and 60, there is a very high chance you're probably feeling a little bit confused about fashion trends and how you should be dressing. So in today's episode, my wife Mariia here,
hi,
who's a fashion model, photographer, and stylist, and I are going to give you a simple template on how you can dress to max out your looks and amplify your confidence and personal style without breaking the bank account. You're listening to the Inner Confidence Podcast. My name is Mariia Kramer. I've been a coach since 2007, and I've helped countless men rapidly achieve all of their social and dating goals. My mission is simple: to help you position yourself to meet stunning women, make awesome friends, en route to becoming the most confident and attractive version you can possibly be. I am obsessed with giving you the most leveraged ways possible to win the game, so stick around, let's go. So, why is fashion so important? Well, it's the fastest way to signal status and competence without really opening your mouth. Women understand that most men don't really understand fashion that well or care to understand it. So those that typically do understand it are either gay or they've dated beautiful women who have dressed them and really kind of forced them to understand the value of fashion. In this episode, we're going to cover how to identify your body type and find clothes that flatter your shape. We're going to go over the common shopping blunders and how guys waste money. We're going to help you find a very timeless style for yourself, why aiming for minimalism will make your life easy and save you money, where to shop, and how to shop online. We're going to go over shoe game, jacket game, and talk about accessories. And if you stick around at the very end, we'll show you exactly how to troubleshoot decision fatigue when you're out shopping or you're not sure what to buy or whether or not you should just keep your wallet in your pocket and not buy anything. So first, let's talk about the general male body types. And as you can see here, we have on one side, we've got the trapezoid, the rectangle, the triangle, and the oval. Which one do you think I am, baby?
I think you're a rectangle.
You're supposed to say...
Okay, I'm sorry, you're trapezoid.
No, I'm pretty much a rectangle.
But it's a good body shape.
Yeah, as long as you're not one of these two, it's easier to dress. But we're going to cover, the best clothes to fit depending on what you are. So if you're bigger, then, and you're either that oval or the triangle, you want to look for regular fit clothing, more generous cuts that are tailored to fit. You want to go for vertical stripes, never horizontal stripes. Regular fit sort of t-shirts, regular fit blazers, no like double-breasted stuff or things that are just, going to make you look wider. Regular sort of straight jeans. You want to avoid, slim, skinny jeans, color, like bright colors and color blocking. You're just going to look kind of bigger and draw attention to the wrong areas.
Yeah, and you also want to avoid too baggy stuff because it will make you even bigger.
Yeah. And tight clothing. You don't want
you also want to avoid white tops because they're gonna make you bigger, and you need to prefer black or very dark tops because they don't drive attention to how big you are. They make you look thinner.
You want to add volume to the top. That's one reason why I love this, because it has like these shoulder pads and it makes me look bigger up top and thinner in the middle.
Yeah.
So now if you are a trapezoid or rectangle or that shape in between, you can really get away with wearing almost anything. Right? Yeah. Clothes are designed to fit these body styles, and you might find one brand is better than the other. But you can do slim fit blazers, slim fit shirts, V-neck style t-shirts, if those are in that particular season, slim fit jeans.
It says like avoid baggy and loose fits. I think for trapezoids, the baggy stuff, especially now, it's very like Gen Z. I think it's very good for trapezoid. They can really pull it off. But I would definitely say to avoid for your type of shape, because every time we tried something that was baggy on you, it made you look so bad.
Oh, I can't wear baggy stuff.
Yeah.
The Gen Z baggy stuff is just not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
So that's a no-go for me. So let's talk about common mistakes next. So first, you got to consider the climate, right? If you're a little overweight and you're living in a cold weather climate like New York, London, Paris, Berlin, or, Scandinavia country like Stockholm, you can get away with being a little bit heavier because you can layer. Again, you could add volume up here to minimize what it looks like in terms of volume in the middle. And you can make yourself look more fit and higher status. And women in these cities care more about fashion than, say, a girl who's living in like Rio de Janeiro, where it's just hot most of the year. And the best fashion is having a six pack and being in your bathing suit all the time.
Yeah.
So if you live in a hot weather climate near a beach, you really can't afford to not be in great shape if you're trying to date. So if you're struggling with fitness accountability, this is one of the major benefits of joining a community like mine. We run fitness challenges frequently to inspire each other to get in great shape. So if that's something you're struggling with, and it sure was something I struggled with for a long time, nothing works better than accountability to lose weight. It's very hard to do it on your own. The next biggest mistake guys make is focusing on too much on shirts and pants, right? They try to show their style and their fashion sense through shirts. And fashion companies know this, and they exploit guys who buy expensive shirts. You can buy a stupid button-down shirt. It'll be like $200-$300 sometimes, depending on the brand. And they think that's the key to fashion, is buying these expensive shirts. Really,
but none of the girls know, no girls knows like about the shirts.
No, and half the time they're buying the wrong patterns and the stripes, and they're looking fat or they're looking bad, right? And they just don't know what they're buying.
But it's also, girls are not gonna like, oh my God, you wear this shirt. They don't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No one really cares about your shirt.
Yeah.
And guys who buy this stuff are the suckers of the fashion industry. It used to be me. And a shirt is super noticeable. It's not like you can wear the same shirt all the time, because people will notice that shirt. 10 out of 10 of the guys who come for a fashion makeover, when they come in to see us, they show up with like 900 button-down shirts, and they almost all suck. Yeah.
But it's only things they wear. It's
Bat shoes.
No, but it's also look like those shirts are from 9 to 5 office job. You're not gonna wear this shirt to go to the date to impress a girl. She will be like, come on, you couldn't even like change after your work.
Yeah. It's they just wear their business stuff. So really what you want to focus on is peacocking, and you can do that with your shoes and with your jackets and with other accessories. So more on that later. So next, let's talk about finding your style. And remember, you don't want to get caught up in the trends, because you'll really never understand the overall objective, and you run the risk of always looking like a poser if you just try to dress trendy all the time and you don't understand fashion at a deeper level, which is a commitment. And that's why we recommend a mixture of minimalistic, smart, casual, old money, which is the most affordable, efficient, and timeless way to dress. And we'll get into exactly how to do that in a bit. But first thing is, you really need to create a budget. So when it comes to your clothes, you get what you pay for. And you have to ask yourself, should I shop at Zara and buy a $50 pair of jeans, right? And those, maybe you'll be able to wear them 50 times before the crotch wears out and you get a hole in it. But compare that to buying a $200 pair of jeans from Nordstrom's or Rag & Bone. You can wear those 200 times instead of 50. So effectively, the way I look at the cost of fashion is it's kind of like renting it. How much does it cost per wear? And both of these examples, they cost $1 per wear, but the latter, the $200 pair, is much higher quality, so it's going to be more comfortable. And you got to remember what my wife always say.
Miser pays twice.
My wife always says, a miser pays twice. Usually I'm the miser in this relationship, because shopping is, for the cheap option, is the same exact price in the long run, but you got to pay the opportunity cost. You got to go shopping 4 times, and time is money. So paying for quality is typically worth it if you can afford to do so. When most clients come for a fashion makeover and photography session, which is crucial if you're really trying to optimize your online dating efforts, it typically takes us about 3 hours of shopping to kind of get a guy everything if he has nothing.
No, but it's hard because you need to try different brands to see what fits. And when you establish the brands, then it's easier for that particular person because they know exact brands they fit them. So they'll just go next time when they show up to those brands.
It's easier after that time. But, you can get away with spending as little as maybe $1,200 on a full wardrobe, right? And then some guys obviously want to splurge, and you can spend $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, no problem. When I was traveling a lot, I wanted to have a wardrobe that I could obviously fit in a carry-on bag, right? That was really important for me. I was a nomad, and I just didn't want a bunch of clothes, right? I wanted the fewest number of items that could make me the most number of outfits. And obviously, if you live in a cold weather climate, you might need a bigger bag. But I really think as a beginner in fashion, or a guy who's really just trying to like be the most economical and efficient, that is what you should go for. You should go for the minimalist wardrobe, fewer colors that all sort of match each other. And I also think the easiest way for a guy to hack fashion is to really choose a color palette so everything matches. For me, it's black and gray. That's all I really ever wear. Sometimes white.
You have some pastel colors, but they match.
But I wouldn't have bought those unless you forced me to. You know that, right? Like, obviously, you know, I have more because I'm not nomadic anymore. But when I was on the road, it was great having only stuff that matched. So, you know, with just a few items, you can make a ton of combinations. And we'll show a slide here and you can kind of explain.
Yeah, here is what it's called, capsule wardrobe. And as men say, minimalistic lifestyle. Don't be scared. It's only 9 combinations, right? But in reality, you can have 50 to 100 combinations with those clothes, and they'll always look different, never the same. So, and on the right, men's spring wardrobe guide, right? This is like, especially if you travel, you can pack this in your suitcase and you will have unlimited amount of options. And as Robbie mentioned,
not fully unlimited, but enough that no one's going to ever recognize.
Yeah, but it's not like you're traveling for like a year. If you're traveling,
well, even
if
you are, but with this, you've got 2 pairs of jeans, 2 pairs of pants, you know, 2 pairs of shorts, plus a swimsuit, couple jackets, and then, you know, these couple sweaters, 2 t-shirts, button downs, and a couple polos, 4 pairs of shoes, hat, watch. You could fit all this stuff into one bag, no problem. And you can mix and match, and you can see you would have enough different options for, you know, and all these colors match each other, and that's the benefit. You don't want to go buying like oranges and this and that and the other, because that's what most guys do. They'll see, oh, I like that shirt, right? And it'll be like a certain color, and he won't have anything else of that color.
Yeah, and after you will end up wearing it once a year to some occasion. But it's fine to buy those things when you already have established wardrobe. Right. If you have everything like this, you can start adding like extra pieces that are different, and then you can, you know, wear them. But yes, if you don't have this initial,
you want to start with the basic, something like that, right? If you have blue eyes, right, having some blue tones is a great sort of color palette. Like if I had blue eyes, I'd wear blue shirts and I'd have more blue stuff.
Brown,
but I
beige looks good.
The 2 sort of color combinations I would suggest guys go for is, if you have dark hair, dark eyes like me, just go black, white, gray. Super simple, and it looks great.
Dark blue.
Well, if you don't want to go dark blue with black, you could, but it kind of clashes a little bit. But go with this color palette. Go with blue, khaki, beige, white, and brown. So the only actual items of color that I own back in the day were my shoes, which would really pop, right? I've got this all black outfit on, and if I rock these like red Nikes,
they're not red.
Burgundy, sorry. Right? The shoes would pop, and it would draw attention to my shoes. So it would serve as peacocking, conversational fodder. Girls would come over all the time and be like, oh, I love your shoes. And it was because my normal outfit was pretty plain. It looked good. It fits well. But I'm intentionally drawing attention to my shoes or my hat or, you know, whatever jewelry as I became more advanced, and I was sort of leaning into more of like a tribal wardrobe. So remember, fashion is a journey. If you treat it as a quick fix, you're really missing out on the biggest benefits, and you'll have a really short window of looking relevant before the trends pass you over. A quick note on watches, because they're shown there. Most guys think they need to spend a bunch of money on like a watch or a variety of watches. So they spend $500 or $1,000 or $800, but girls don't care about watches unless they're used to dating very wealthy men. And if you are a really wealthy guy, buy one expensive watch, you know, buy a 10K Rolex or a 15K Audemars Piguet, right? If you can afford to, and because it's a good investment, you know, typically those things will go up in value. And you know, if you can't afford it, it's actually better to not wear a watch at all and wear cool bracelets instead. I don't own any watches. You know, I don't need to know the time. I can look on my phone. You could also rock a less than like $200 fun, colorful watch that will serve as a way to peacock can match it with your shoes. You can have fun with that. And if you're looking to marry your dream girl during her Goldilocks period, which I like to say in her early to mid 20s, which is when I met you, my dear, you got to understand that like girls don't really care about watches. Do you care about watches?
No.
Right? So if anything, like watches make you look older. So remember, over 10K or under 200. So let's talk about shoe game next, because that's one of the biggest areas where you can show style and fashion. Women check you out by looking in your eyes first, and then they look down at your shoes, and then they look you from toe to head.
I agree.
Would you agree with that? Right?
And if your shoes are dirty, red flag.
Oh, guys think their shoes don't matter. They, in reality,
beaten up,
mangled,
dirty shoes,
gross old shoes. They're like, who really looks at your shoes? Trust me, everybody is looking at your shoes. It's the most important thing. So don't, like, guys will just be like, yeah, I got my nice dress shirt and my disgusting Kenneth Cole Reaction shoes from 1998. Oh my God. So that is a major fashion faux pas, right? But shoes are really worth their weight in gold. If you take care of them, they can last for years. I've owned these 3 pairs of shoes for over 3 or 4 years each, and I get compliments on them almost every time I wear them. And, I didn't mind spending $500 on these because the cost per wear and their quality, and they're super versatile.
You didn't spend anything. All of them were my gifts. So.
You paid for them. So that was nice. So the first pair is a simple casual black sneaker, but this is by Prada. And you can see it's like, obviously it says Prada, but it's not like screaming, look at me, I'm Prada, right? It's classy. So it just looks like a black sneaker, and they're casual enough to wear even with shorts, but you could also wear these with a suit. Yeah. So you're getting 2 pairs of shoes really for the price of 1, and you take care of them. Like I said, they last forever.
Yeah, you can dress them up, dress them down easily.
Yeah. My second pair are these Alexander McQueens, and these are, a typical white casual sneaker. So you got your black, you got your white. You can wear these with pants or shorts. You can't really wear them with a suit.
Don't forget to mention about the
height. Yeah, you could get away with wearing them to the gym if you're traveling, and if you want to, leave your gym shoes at home. But yeah, like she said, both of these shoes, and even my last pair, which I'll show in a second, they have a nice little, like, almost 2 inches of extra height here. So I go from, 5'10" to almost 6 feet. And this is the last pair. These are combat boots. Well, sorry, second to last pair. These are rugged. They're masculine. If you're not really into this style, you could find more of like a desert boot or something like that. These are really good for cold weather. They can also be worn formally. You could wear these with a suit as well. And if you don't want to spend this sort of money on shoes, you can easily find stylish casual options like these Nikes I showed earlier. You've got Adidas Sambas, which are really popular now, and really Adidas never go out of style, the Sambas.
Or we could just get some plain white or black shoes in Nordstrom. Right. A good price.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And remember, you can wear a simple black t-shirt, black jeans, and it's going to make the shoes pop. And that's what you want, right? You want the attention to be on the shoes. Quick note, like I said, if you're a shorter guy, there's different shoe brands that offer those lifts, which can be a great attraction hack because women do care about height.
They do care, yeah.
So
a lot for some reason. It's stupid, but they do.
And the best thing you can do for your style is really just learn shoe game. Whenever you walk by a shoe store, walk in, browse, snap a few photos of the styles that you like, and then ask other people where you trust their fashion sense what they think. And that way you're learning, but you're not spending any money. You're not making mistakes. So next, let's talk about jackets. And that's the other item that I get most of my mileage out of. I've got this sort of hoodie that I wear all the time. And the beauty of this next one, this leather jacket from All Saints, is you can wear this formally, you could wear this informally. Like every man should have a good leather jacket. It's super versatile. It's never going to go out of style. And, it's worth splurging on. Like this look right here. Pretty snazzy, right?
Yeah, and it was like $400. But the plus of this All Saints jacket that they made it on the same factory that I think is Saint Laurent, that would cost you like $3,000.
Exactly. So, here's some more examples of jackets. You can see in the middle, All Saints makes very good
actually, Saint Laurent
leather jackets.
4,500. Don't look at the prices. Just picture from internet of leather jackets.
Yeah, you can find leather. Like I said, this one it's amazing. $400.
Yeah.
Got it on sale. So, on the left side, you've got jackets that are more designed for very cold weather. Pea coats and wool and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
You got to be careful if you're taller, you can get away with wearing like those long jackets, but if you're short,
if you're tall, it will look very good and very stylish. Girls will think that you understand fashion, but if you're very short, it will make you even shorter than you are.
You don't want to wear the and then on the right, you have more just very sort of like casual, smart
casual. Yeah, very just simple, and it will match with pretty much everything you wear under.
Right.
Which is nice.
So remember, your pants and your shirts, they just need to fit and look clean. You don't want to make statements with your shirts and your pants, right?
Unless you already have an wardrobe and you want to add some extra pieces.
If you're very advanced, you could do that.
Very, very
right?
advanced. Yeah.
But I suggest making it about your shoes, make it about the jacket, make it about the jewelry, watches, sunglasses, hats, that sort of
belt.
Thing. Oh, right.
You need to buy one nice belt. Show your belt.
If you're fat, you don't want to draw attention to your midsection.
No, obviously, but like if you are a fit man, you want to have a nice
having a nice belt is you bought me that beautiful belt,
Ferragamo belt. Right. Yeah, so it's to make a statement too. It's very nice.
Right, and I'm only gonna wear that if I'm like dressing really sharp or in a suit or something like that.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
could wear it with jeans, but again, you could as a man you can make statements with your accessories. Versus just like trying to make it with your standard wear. So let's talk about finding your brands, which I think is the most sort of important thing you could do. And you got to understand like which stores and brands to shop at. And that way you save time, you find things that fit your physique. You're not shopping around. Like I only shop at All Saints. 99% of my wardrobe is from All Saints because the fit of their clothing fits my body shape the best. I can walk in there and literally everything they sell fits me well versus if I go into another store like Banana Republic or Theory or some of those other ones, like they don't fit me as well. And you're going to find one that fits you really well. And of course I own a few pieces from other brands, but it was just so much easier discovering All Saints. It made my life so much more simple when it comes to shopping. And when I didn't have money in my 20s, I would mostly shop at Zara. And Zara stuff fit me really well. But if you're over 30, obviously, and you can afford it, Zara is not the best look. So Mariia is going to give you a list of brands and what they have to offer. And a quick note about shopping online. Remember that fit is the most important piece of the fashion equation. It's very difficult to shop online for new stuff for this reason. You just don't know how it's going to fit. But once you go for a style and you find a t-shirt that works, pants that work, shorts, etc.,
a brand that works,
you can buy replacements really easily, right? Going forward. So take it away, my dear.
Okay, I prepare for you guys top 5 of semi-expensive brands and top 5 of affordable alternatives. We will start with the semi-expensive brands, and what I really like that 5 of them you can find in something like Nordstrom, Bloomingdale's if you're in United States.
They're all in the major box stores, or you can obviously go to the individual brand store. Okay,
the first one, obviously, timeless classic, it's Polo Ralph Lauren. You must have to buy a polo shirt, a knitwear, or I like also a polo cup. All girls will think you understand fashion 100%. It's always super classy. I don't know. I'm obsessed. So
you like the old money style. Yeah, it's very waspy.
We will do different.
East Coast fashion.
We will do different. Don't worry. This is like very old money. This is more modern, smart, casual pieces from the brand Reese. I really like it. It's super easy for your eye. It's not like flashy or anything.
Very clean looking.
It's very clean. I really like this brand. The next one is Theory. It's very similar to Reese. Like I really have a lot of similarities. And here, as Robbie mentioned, just to find what fits you. Maybe Reese will fit you better than Theory. You know, you just need to.
And Theory also makes great suits, which are very affordable. And they're very lightweight. So I own a Theory suit. I think every man should have one suit.
Yeah.
Right. Obviously, if you don't need it, then you don't need it. But once you can afford it, it's a great item to have. And Theory does make really solid
and it's
suits.
very high quality, so it's gonna last you a very long time. And obviously, girls know what Theory is. They will know that you know what you wear. And obviously, All Saints.
I should get paid by All Saints because I'm constantly sending people there.
I know.
If you're listening to All Saints,
give us commission.
Yeah.
So All Saints, what I would say, it's more edgy. You know, if like the Polo Ralph Lauren, it's very like old money, like Reese Theory, it's like smart casual, very, you know. And with All Saints, it's also, I would say, smart casual, minimalistic, but it's, you know, edgy because those like leather jackets,
a little bit more of a
leather goods, leather boots,
to it.
You know, it adds that little bit of edginess. I don't know if you can say that. So yeah, and it's also very comfy, high quality, will last you a long time. And the last one, Rag and Bone. I want to do the accent on their premium denim. They have amazing selection of jeans.
I'm wearing Rag and Bone right now.
Yeah, and actually I have my cardigan from Rag and Bone. It's like old money. I love it. So they also have some hoodies, and throughout those brands, all of them have hoodies, and Theory and Polo.
Should I show my Rag and Bone ass jeans? There we go.
So yeah, it's also very clean look, modern, classy. So, and also big recommendation, you know, need to buy, you know, like the item can be like in between like, you know, $200, $500, but I always buy them on sales. I never buy them full price. This one I got on the 50% off.
Well, because you shop around Black Friday and you're smart about it.
But it's not only Black Friday. What's amazing about this, all of these pieces, they're like very class. Those brands, they're very classy. And the thing, it's never out of style. So even if it's like, you know, end of the season sale, it's not going to be like, oh, it's not good anymore. It's going to be good forever because those ones are classy brands.
Exactly.
So just shop on the end of the season, you know, and get it all on sale. So that would be my recommendation. Next one, affordable alternatives, same aesthetic, lower price point. We'll start obviously with Zara, and I own a lot of clothes from Zara. They're nice, they look good, they don't last as long, but you just throw them away, buy new ones, and it's how it goes. Next one, Mango. I love Mango. It's slightly better quality than Zara. It's slightly more expensive than Zara, but it's still, you know, pretty cheap. So definitely check out Mango. It's very nice and will last you slightly longer. So very nice, clean aesthetic. Next one, Banana Republic Factory. You can see this also neat little sweaters, cardigan, polos, very stylish and very good price. And of course H&M, but look for premium collection because just normal H&M will not last you at all. It will be bad after the first wash, but in premium collection you can get good pieces. Just don't buy the ones that you need to wash because, you know, they're not going to last you for a long time. But if it's like a coat, that's so funny. I own this coat that looks like it's suede leather. Mm-hmm. And I get so much compliment on that coat. Everyone thinks that it's real suede leather, but I got it on for $50 in H&M, and I just love it. So, and the last one is Uniqlo. It's also very, very simple fashion. So that would be the last brand.
And so lastly, let's talk about how to improve in the next steps, right? If you have no sense of style at all, the best thing to do is ask a more stylish friend to dress you. You could go to Nordstrom's and you could go to Bloomingdale's, or even these stores, and the sales reps will help you find stuff. Obviously they work on commission, so they're going to be incentivized to give you the highest price stuff. So be careful about that. But they will dress you well.
You can just say your price, your highest price point. So say, don't bring me anything that's above that price range. I'm not gonna buy it. So it will make them, bring you the things that you actually will purchase. And Nordstrom stylists are actually very nice. They can dress you up, everything you need. Jeans, jackets, shoes, and they're actually pretty good. So that would be definitely a recommendation, and it's free.
Yep, it's great. So, the other thing you can do, if you have no idea, you could look at the mannequins. You could buy literally what the mannequins are wearing. They're always styled really well. Get a few outfits together. Even if you don't understand why certain pieces go together, you'll see which cuts and colors sort of flatter you. And over time, you're going to develop your instincts. And one other thing, in addition, if you really want to dive in, I recommend you join our community. So you can see here in the community, guys will post, what do you guys think about this ring, right? Guys will say, what about this jacket? Here we go. I shaved my beard to see how it would look. Also because the ex-stripper didn't like facial hair. You've got, what do you think of this sweater, right? It's really easy to get feedback on this stuff, and you're going to get it real time in the moment. You can snap the pic in the dressing room, and you'll never buy something poor again.
No,
right?
But that's amazing that I always push your clients when they go to shopping to post everything in the group and don't buy anything unless they get approved by the group members or obviously Robbie. So you're not making any mistakes and you don't need to go return them, or you just will end up not wearing those clothes and it's just like a waste of money.
Never buy something you don't love because you'll never wear it.
Yeah, never.
That's probably the biggest tip of all of them. You're going to wear the same like 20% of your wardrobe. So make sure you love 100% of your wardrobe, because otherwise you're just literally wasting money. So, if you join the group, you'll never shop alone, and don't let confusion stop you. Start with a new outfit, wear it with confidence, see how people react to it, right? You got to push the limits. And whether that's a little guidance from either us in the community or a friend, just that feedback goes a long way towards upgrading your look. So, hope you guys learned a lot. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. And thanks for helping out, baby.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bye.
Bye, guys. Out of all the guys I know, the only ones who managed to consistently win the game are those who built and invested in a high-status social circle. You can certainly approach women and try your luck on the apps if you're a Chad, but those strategies simply don't work consistently to attract top-tier women and awesome friends into your life. But for most guys, the idea of building a social circle can feel overwhelming, so they continue to hunt for women in their usual ways and end up settling for a girl they were never really that excited about in the first place. To avoid this fate, join our community and instantly plug into a highly vetted social circle of cool dudes to network and navigate your journey with. You already know it's hard to find wingmen because the good ones don't stay in the game very long. Many of our members travel together, end up living together, build amazing circles, and even businesses together, both in the West and in many of the best locations around the globe with gorgeous women and low cost of living. I'm extremely careful who I let into this community, but if you feel like you'd make a good fit, you can apply to join. The link's in the description.